Hello, so I wanted to just kind of talk about my plants because I thought that might make me feel happy. And yeah, so that is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna go in order of the acquisition of the plants, if I can remember well enough. Okay, so this is the first plant that I bought for this apartment. I moved in to this apartment 2 years ago, and I probably bought this plant like after 3 or 4 months being here. So I've had it, I guess, for like 1.5 years, and I just bought it from Home Depot. It's just like a pothos. It might be a golden pothos because sometimes it does get this like yellow variegation, but I think like overall the leaves don't really get it because of, I think it has to do with the sunlight. So yeah, this is the dude. It's pretty good right now. It's a little droopy in some spots, but I think it's just been like that since the weather has changed like a month or two ago. Usually it's often like perky, and yeah, when I first bought it, it didn't have these like trailing pieces, and it was kind of full, but then like some of those pieces died off, but then like it was still fine, and I eventually repotted it into just this terracotta planter, and then we wanted it to be more full, so we took some clippings and stuck them back in there, and they did grow. And then actually like the past like 3 months, sometimes there will be like new little sprouts like this. I didn't put in there this, I think that's already coming off an existing vine. There was, this piece has grown on its own, but it's like really droopy, but it's still growing. I don't know if it's just because I need to rewater it right now. So that's pretty cool. And then yeah, there's just a bunch of little, like all of these things that are like going really straight up, they're pretty recent. They're like from this year. And there was some pieces, like I said, that I had to like cut off because they were not surviving. But yeah, so, but it's been pretty good. Classic plant to have. And yeah, I really like it. And every so often I rotate it so that like the different parts of it can get exposure to the sun. Because like, see how this one is going this direction? Usually it starts like growing this way, so that's why I turn it around, so that also for the shape. But yeah, and it's just by our front door. So yeah, that one is nice. I think I'll turn it around this way. I'll probably water it right now after this video. Okay, let's see. So, okay, this plant I should have like gotten rid of already, but I've just been lazy. It's basically dead, and it's this snake plant. It wasn't originally over here, but I just moved it over here, and it's dead because I severely overwatered it because I'm dumb. And even though like I knew it was like a dry plant, I don't know why I just kept watering it. I felt like it was wrong not to water it, but then I soon realized I messed up. It was fuller than this, yeah. So this is kind of just like trash. I want to like research and see if I can still use any of the dirt, or if that would be unhealthy for any other plant. I don't know like a lot about taking care of plants. I'm a casual plant owner. But yeah, and I don't think I will repurchase that kind of plant again, because while they are nice, I'm into like more plants that have like foliage, you know, because this one doesn't really do anything. So I'm sorry. Okay, so I kind of actually forgot what is next, but actually I think this other plant in my living room is next technically. I could be wrong, but this plant is, I don't remember the name. It's like corn plant or something. And this one was, okay, so like I said, this one was from Home Depot. That snake plant was from like Vaughn's or something. I just was grocery shopping and I got it from the grocery store. And then this one, it was free because my husband's work was just gonna throw it out. And I had told him like I wanted kind of like a bigger plant for this section by the door. And he was like, oh, they're gonna throw this one out. Do you want it? And I said, sure. And he wasn't sure if I was gonna want it because it was kind of like not in the best condition, but I didn't really care. And it's still not doing like the best because there are, as you can see, pieces that are dying, but there's also pieces that are growing. Like these two weren't growing, and I think there's like some in here. There's like little ones in there. So yeah, I need to like research a little more about this. And I also, it came like this, but I would like to research if it's possible to prune that back and have that grow, because I would like it to be a little taller. But yeah, it's already been almost a year. Yeah, it's already been almost a year, and it's kind of like in the same condition that we got it in, so that's good. And like I said, it did start growing those two new leaves, so I just need to figure out exactly what might be its current status and how I can like make it better so that the other leaves stop dying and that it can sustain those new leaves, and that I could hopefully grow that, prune this back and fix it. But yeah, it's pretty chill, and it probably could use more light than where it's at, but there's not really any other spot that I could fit. And I try to open up this window so that the plants in here can get more light. And I think too, like I said, it's just like the season because it's the end of fall right now, so less light. Now we are in my room, my bedroom, and these two plants, I think I got the Monstera first, so you know, these are really popular and I had wanted one since I started seeing them because they're just really nice looking. I just love the holes. But yeah, I had actually, because one of my family members had one, and I tried taking a cutting from hers and seeing if I could propagate it, but I probably didn't cut it right, and it stayed alive for like almost 2 months, but it never grew anything. And then eventually just that cutting died. So, but I didn't want to spend a lot of money because I figured that when a plant is ready to come into my life, it'll present itself in a very easy to attain manner. So eventually this was at Sprouts, and it's a nice size because sometimes I would see them but they would be huge and I didn't want a like really big one. And yeah, this size was good. It's grown a lot since I got it. It had like maybe half the amount of leaves, but I think like these are pretty, that's like a common thing with these from what I've seen in other people's videos and stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it, and I probably will have to like figure a new situation out for it in terms of like maybe getting some kind of stick to help it stay up, because I see a lot of them get floppy and like weighed down. But yeah, so I still have it in the nursery pot because it's fairly new, maybe like I don't even know, maybe like 5 months honestly. But I have that in this beautiful planter that I got from a ceramicist whose work I really like, and I was so happy to get this planter. So yeah, and plus depending, like, because I know like these can get big, so I'm gonna see, like, I don't want to put it in here and then I have to repot it soon after, but I have this in here for now. Okay, so the next plant is this, which is a Satin Pothos. I don't know how to say that. I say Pothos. But anyway, yeah, so this one, I really love this one because of how the leaves feel. They're like very luscious and velvety. This one is pretty new, and so this one I got too because I was just like at Vaughn's grocery shopping and I just happened to see it and I loved it. And unfortunately, you know, it doesn't look that great, but it's been stable for a while. When I bought it, it was fuller, and like as soon as I brought it home, like starting the next day, some of the pieces started dying. So I don't know if it was just like it got too much of a shock from being in a new location or what, because I did read that these are like pretty simple to care for, just like any other pothos. But yeah, so I was kind of sad about that because it did look a lot nicer, but it's been like stable with these little tendrils for a good few months, although this one just died. But yeah, this one is semi-new, and there was like, I think there was another piece growing. Yeah, so hopefully like it can keep growing, and then I can take some cuttings and put them in to put it back to like the fullness that it was at. But I really like this one, and I haven't bought a new pot for it yet, especially because I got scared since it did die. Like as soon as I brought it home, I'm worried about in the future repotting it and it like freaking out about that. But I do want to eventually get a pot for it and hang it from the like curtain rod by the window. I think that would be super cute. So yeah. Okay, and then the next to last plant is this cactus, Christmas cactus plant that was also a gift pretty much because one of my coworkers had it. So it was like during COVID, you know, we started going back into our work location for a little bit, just like once a week on a rotating schedule. And I sat at this coworker's desk because I didn't have my own desk yet. And I had seen these plants before and I knew I liked it and I had wanted one. So I asked her, I was like, oh, hey, by the way, what's the name of that plant on your desk? I really like it. And she was like, oh, she told me the name. She's like, you like it? She was like, you can have it. Because sadly, she had a family member pass away earlier in the year. And I guess this was from that family member's house. So she didn't really like want it. Yeah, so she let me have it and I was like so happy. I am still really happy and grateful that she gave it to me, but I really need to fucking fix it and repot it because it hasn't been doing like that great since I brought it home. And I don't know if it's because I'm not giving it enough light, or like I'm over or under watering it, or just like how badly it needs to get new soil and stuff. So I also need to research like sprucing up an old Christmas cactus, because I don't even know how old this is, but I can assume that it's been around for a while based on my coworker and her family member's age. It had probably been in her house for at least a few years, if not longer. But yeah, but I haven't repotted it either because I want to get like a pot that I really like, but the ones that I really like I have to like save money for and like space out when I buy them, or they get like sold out because it's like individual ceramicists who are popular. So but next year I'm I'll probably buy a pot for this one and fix it up. But yeah, so it's only been a few months that I've had this one, maybe like, it's December, maybe like 3 months. But yeah, so this one, if you can't tell, is just a cutting I took from that first Pothos, and I put it in this little juice bottle that we got from a juice place, and I'm gonna have to shake it out soon by just like breaking the glass, because if I pull it out, like, I'm gonna kill all of that. But it grew a lot when I put it in here, and as you see, it has like its whole little ecosystem, but it's getting kind of like, I don't know if that's good or bad. I feel like it's probably bad. I changed the water, but like there's no way I can get in there and scrub that, and plus I just wanted to have more room at the top to let its leaves grow. So I'm gonna have to sacrifice this and just like crack it open in order to re-pot or re-vase this thing. But yeah, it's pretty cool. This is the last plant. I'm gonna have to take it off. This one, I was really excited about this one. It is a Philodendron, and I just really love the shape of the leaves. It's just so beautiful and luscious. And I just got this one at Home Depot too. But yeah, I already knew, like, my idea when I got it was to hang up that rack that I got and put some plants on there. So I have this one, and I want to put another one, but I want to get the striped ones that have like the yellow stripe. So when I find that one, I'll get it, and I'm gonna have them both on the shower rack. But yeah, it's so nice. So yeah, those are all of my plants currently, and like I said, there are a lot of like new cool ceramic pots that I want to get for them, but it's just like the timing of it and the money and like their availability. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I hope that my little plant tour was interesting, entertaining. I like seeing other people's plants. And yeah, thank you.